a letter to our children. Today is Monday, October 6th, and on Monday, our focus is preparing for the coming week. And we have some housekeeping things to look at. I'm Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide today for this guided meditation. And we do guided meditations in the hope that participants will at some point become independent practitioners, that you will set up a place to meditate in your home or your garden or some other place that you like. You use your own soundtrack and things like that. And it's not that we don't want you to do it here, but the idea with meditation is that you make a daily practice of it. It doesn't have to be this long, but sometime. And if you practice regularly, you're going to improve your skill. And so that's what the deal is. By the way, if you hear me or you read commentators mention practice or sitting or concentration or mental discipline, you can just substitute the word meditation for that. That's what we're talking about. There are many photos of sitting postures and using mats and cushions and chairs, and these are available in the chat or the description boxes and also in other places online, and so we hope that you'll look for those. And that includes various mudras or hand positions. A lot of foreigners have a hard time with doing sitting cross-legged on a floor. If that's you, then there's something else that you can do, and we'd urge you to do that. You can sit in a straight back chair, but don't get too comfortable because it'll kind of pull you over the edge. So there are two parts of our meditation practice. Samatha, which is serenity, and vipassana, which is insight. And with that, on my mark. Find yourself in a quiet place, your back straight, your shoulders back. Don't lean into your hard back chair if you're sitting in a chair. Feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes gently. Let your chin drop towards your chest. Close your mouth and picture a white light a couple of inches, 3 to 5 centimeters below your nostrils, and breathe in through your nose. Follow the light as it goes down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch the light go down past your heart to your stomach and let it out the same way. Now, as you do this meditation, when outside thoughts intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath. As you breathe in through your nose, down past your heart to your stomach, and back out the same way. Now, the purpose of meditation is to calm our mind and tame our heart. We don't meditate to get something, we meditate to let things go. So, if you let go a little, you'll get a little serenity. If you let go a lot, you'll get a lot of serenity. And if you let go completely, that is, if you accept life on life's terms, you will get complete serenity. As you breathe in through your nose, watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. On Monday, we start with verses 1 and 2 of the Dhammapada. Verse 1, mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow, as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. 2, mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness will follow, as surely as one's never departing shadow. So the message is that our mind leads our delusions, our preoccupations, our moods. As we think, so do we speak, and so do we act. So it begins with our thoughts. If we are thinking calm thoughts, loving thoughts, that's one thing. If we're going down dark paths, that's something else. Now I want to talk a little bit about the human condition. The human condition consists of 5 factors called khandhas. And the 5 khandhas are the body, our feelings, our memories and perceptions, our thoughts, and our consciousness. They are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We are taught that the 5 khandhas are like a ball of molten lead, too hot to handle. You cannot touch them anywhere without burning yourself badly. So please go with me on this. I want to do a thought experiment. So in your mind's eye, lift up and look down on your head. Look at your skull. On the right side is your mind, and you can see your mind blinking in different colors as it goes from angry to excited to happy to bored, flitting from one mood to another. And on your left are your thoughts, and your thoughts are like self-licking ice cream cones. They just go round and around, trying to suck up to your mind and your changing moods. And these are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. There are 3 duties that we have as meditators, and our duties are to be mindful. We need to pay attention. In this case, it means paying attention to the Dhamma talk and to the light. The second duty of a meditator is collectedness. That is concentration, to focus on these things, to exclude outside or harmful thoughts that intrude. And our third duty is contentment. And contentment means we are as happy as we want to be. It's important to look at time. We are only happy when we are right now. We're not happy tomorrow. If we are happy today, or if we're happy right now, we're happy. If we're not happy right now, we are not happy. And I know that sounds like a catch-22, but our level of happiness and contentedness begins with serenity in our mind. So when we have these wild thoughts bubbling up, we have to brush them aside. In a word, mindfulness, collectedness, and contentment are sufficiency. We are enough as we are. You are enough. We don't need to strive for a bunch of extra stuff. This month, October, the theme is gratitude, and we'll be returning to this throughout the month. It is much better for us to love what we have than to envy what we have not. Sufficiency. As with meditation, so with our life. This week, our theme this week is to avoid fighting with others. Avoid argument. And here are 4 tips. 1, we should be impeccable in our speech. Take care of our speech. Say what you mean what you say, and don't say it mean. 2, don't assume. It makes an ass of you and me. Don't mind read. We don't have the power. 3, Q-tip. Quit taking it personally. The universe is not conspiring to screw you. I promise. We're not important enough, for one thing. And the 4th tip is do your best. This week, do your best. Pause before you react. Here's something you can ask yourself. Before you respond to the person that you have bumped into this week, ask yourself this. What I'm going to do next, is this a hat, a haircut, or a neck tattoo? If my response is like a hat, that is, I get home and I look at it in the mirror and I say, boy, that's stupid. I can just toss it. I don't have to wear it again. If it's a haircut, maybe I need to go back out, get that hat out of the trash, and wear it for a couple of weeks until my hair grows out, because it looks kind of dumb. But it's fixable. If it's a neck tattoo, maybe there's more to do. So we need to be careful about that. Buddhism is based on a number of things, but one of them is the law of dependent origination. Things arise due to causes and conditions, and things disband due to causes and conditions. The cause comes first, then the effect. Our thoughts lead to words, which lead to deeds. In meditation and in life, serenity leads to insight. Insight never occurs in a mind that is full of turmoil, argument, negativity, bad thoughts, hatred. Wonder why I'm messed up. I'm messed up because I'm messed up. What am I paying attention to? I'm paying attention to what Susie said last week. Why did she say that? What's wrong with me? Why does this always happen? These are not the keys to a happy life. So a mind in turmoil is not going to produce wisdom. In addition to the law of dependent origination, Buddhism is based on the Four Noble Truths. The first noble truth is that there is suffering. The second noble truth, suffering is caused by attachment. The third noble truth, suffering ceases with non-attachment. And the fourth noble truth, non-attachment comes from the Eightfold Path. Now, there are different ways of describing the Eightfold Path. One is to start with ethical conduct and then go to meditation or samadhi and then go to wisdom. It also works to start with wisdom, and today we're going to start with wisdom. We have to be wise enough to sit in meditation and want an elevated life, or we wouldn't do any of this to begin with. So Panya, or wisdom stream, there are three streams within the Eightfold Path. Panya, the wisdom stream, starts with right view. This is the world we live in. We live in a world of consequences. What we do has an effect on other people and has an effect on our life. So we should be careful of what we do. If we have the right view, it leads to right intentions. What are we trying to do? And you've heard us say many times, we're as happy as we want to be. That's what we mean by this. Do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? Because you either surf or you fight. You can fight, go ahead, it's up to you. But be clear, you're fighting because you choose to fight. That's not blaming the victim. That's explaining reality. We live in a world of consequences. So if you have enough wisdom to sit, this will lead to, and to pay attention, this will lead to our second part of the Eightfold Path, the sila, or ethical conduct stream. And ethical conduct has three parts. First is right speech. As we mentioned before, and this is a goal for this week, say what you mean what you say, and don't say it mean. Don't put other people down. Don't jump to conclusions about why they suck and you're great. We need to not make ourselves feel better by pushing other people down. The second part of sila is right actions. Well, what's the right action? We know in our heart of hearts what the right thing to do is. The right thing to do is to not abuse the divine spark in other people. And the third part of sila is right livelihood. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, you do. We don't make we make a living by helping people, not by abusing other people. If we are ripping people off, if we are selling poison, if we are selling kids and women and dope, that is not the right livelihood. Neither is ripping people off with get-rich-quick schemes. So we need to not do that. And this is important, ethical conduct, because if we are not, you don't have to be perfect, but if we're not making a good faith effort to live an ethical life, then we cannot sit in meditation, which is the third stream in the Eightfold Path, samadhi, or right concentration. And there are three parts to this as well. The first part is right effort. Right effort is what we are doing right now. You have a place that you go. You'd go there intentionally. You bring whatever you need, loose-fitting clothing, a meditation mat or a straight-back chair or whatever, and you meditate intentionally. The second part is right mindfulness. We look at what we are thinking. We make a point of cultivating contentment, and we examine our thoughts. And the last part is right concentration. And right concentration is focus, or we said earlier, collectedness. And if we sit in meditation, the second part of our meditation, which we are well into now, vipassana or insight, will arise naturally. Don't know why. Thoughts just come up. But we don't get attached to them. We look at them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. Now, on Friday, we looked at things that interfere with our meditation. Let's review some of the things that help us with our meditation and will help us with our life this week as we go through and meet people and meet situations that might not be exactly what we had in mind. When we meditate and when we go through life, we want to project loving feelings called metta. So we project a positive attitude towards other people. We practice generosity of spirit. That is, we give the other person the benefit of the doubt. This isn't about giving alms to the poor. This is about giving other people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they didn't mean whatever it was that they said. Maybe their actions were accidental. We want to practice kindness and helpfulness. We want to practice sati, which is mindfulness. We just talked about that. And sampajana, which is self-awareness. Who am I? What am I doing here? Why was I born? What can I take with me? These are the things that I need to contemplate. And selfless service to all. So, what is selfless service? What do we mean by that? Selfless service is when we have no thought about the outcome. We do our duties, we do our best, we perform as well as we can at the moment. And we don't pay attention to the outcome. The outcome is God's work. And if good, orderly direction sounds too scary, how about grace over drama? Or do you prefer drama over grace? If you prefer drama over grace, you're in the wrong place, by the way. Grace over drama works. That's nice and aspirational. And we can see ourselves in the boat, and our hands are on the oar, and we are rowing. And grace, amazing grace, is sitting in the back with her hand on the tiller, and she will guide us to whatever safe harbor or whatever destination she has in mind for us. That's selfless service. We love without condition. We don't do conditional love. Transactional love. We don't do that. We love others without regard for what we're going to get out of it, but with regard for the divine spark within them. Another way to look at that is, I see your pain, I honor it, but I don't need to fix it. This is compassion rather than codependency. This is a feeling of equanimity, which comes from a feeling of contentment and staying in our own lane. Now, once we're in a tranquil state, we can turn to examining our thoughts. We might think, this is the mind thinking of an outcome that makes me look good, bad, ridiculous. What did we just say? We avoid thinking about outcomes. This is the mind in a good, bad, angry, self-pitying mood. Moods are also impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. Let them go. We need to not be chasing those. This is the mind inciting me to find fault in my family, workplace, community, or nation. Let that go. Don't follow that. Now, mindfulness can lead us to spiritual insight into our intentions and our actions on our side of the street, but it doesn't give us a license to psychoanalyze other people. It's none of our business. So as we go through this week, our goal is to stop arguing, wait, W-A-I-T, why am I talking? And this week, if we find ourselves feeling restless, irritable, or discontent, stop, take a breath, go into the next room, close the door, sit down, put the headphones in, imagine a ball of white light below your nostrils, breathe in through your nose, watch it go down past your heart to your stomach, and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. Thank you very much for coming. People are still having a hard time finding this, and if anyone well, anyone would have more information about how to work this YouTube deal than I would. I'm lost. But if anybody has any hot flashes, please send me a note, and I'd be glad to change the way I'm doing this so that people can find the channel when they want to. If all else fails, a recording of today's meditation will be on the YouTube channel until the end of time, as far as I know. And you can watch it. I'll upload it. It takes a while, sometimes a couple hours, sometimes a day for it to upload the way it's supposed to, but it'll be there, I promise. And just a note, the AI does a very poor job of translating Pali or even transcribing it, rendering Pali, that's the language of the Buddha, of the sutras, Sanskrit, Thai, and Japanese. Putting that into English is a bridge too far. So let's not get too wee-weed up about artificial intelligence yet. They've got a ways to go. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. And just a reminder, on Friday, we will start at 3:45 Japan time, and on Friday, p.m., afternoon. And that's because of the clock changes in Australia. Not all of Australia, just the daylight savings people. So, namaste, thank you very much, and until Monday, bye-bye.